moving away from Genesis to Hyundai is, like Craig mentioned at the start, this little Hyundai Casper, which our colleague Daniel Golson called the baby Yoda of SUVs, I think is what he said. And like that
Mm-hmm.
sounds really weird to say, but I guess it's true. I mean, look at that color even. It looks like a Yoda skin color. But
Yeah.
this little thing's cool, Craig. I don't know what you think about it.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. I mean, it's tiny. The thing is based off the Hyundai i10 hatchback, and it's only about 145 inches long in Freedom units, which makes it about 18 inches less than a Hyundai Venue crossover, which is already pretty small. So this is probably
Mhm.
treading on almost like Japanese K car territory. It might be a little
Yeah.
bigger than that, but it's properly tiny. And like you said, the styling is super cute. I don't necessarily see a Baby Yoda resemblance, and I know based on his Instagram, Daniel had just started watching The Mandalorian, so that might have been at top of mind when he was writing this story. But no, I can get where
Uh,
he's coming from totally. But yeah, I don't think this is an appropriate vehicle for North America or the US, but it looks like a
mhm.
delightful little product to be certain.
Yeah, I always say if designers go for this cute look, there's a line. Like there's like you either nail it or it looks goofy. And goofy I would say would be like maybe trending towards like the Honda E concept. Like that was a little
Hmm.
too cutesy. And then there's this where it looks like uh I don't know what the right word is. I'm trying to think of like a maybe like a bold descriptor, but it's still cute. Like it's very approachable, but
Hmm.
it looks like suave still. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's definitely not the right
Does it
word, but
does it remind you of
what's
like a
that?
Fiat Panda or something? A little bit?
Yes, it does. It really does. Yeah, it looks like something that would have been very popular like I don't know now. What year are we in? 2021 now. It feels like a endless blur. But yeah, like
Yep.
15 years ago, I feel like this it has like a very throwbackish shape to like the Audis, and by that I mean the 2000s, not Audi.
The aught ease,
Yeah,
not the
the
Audis. That's
Autis.
clever.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But
But
what is
in
Hyundai
turn,
offering? Two different three-cylinder engines with a fire-breathing
mhm.
1-liter displacement. There's a naturally
Wow.
aspirated unit with 73 horsepower, or a turbo with 97, which
You
is
know what
fine.
though?
There's nothing
I
wrong with
I
that.
am a firm believer in slow car fast. I bet if you were like ringing this thing out, it would just be hilarious. Like that's my
Yep.
take on that. I've driven some
Yeah.
slow cars in my life, and sometimes they're the most fun to just like mash the throttle and go or try to go.
Yeah. But the biggest
Like
head scratcher,
seriously,
like a 1-liter three-cylinder, seems perfectly appropriate for something this size. The big head scratcher for me, it's got a 4-speed automatic.
yeah,
This isn't 1998. Like, put a 6-speed
yeah,
in it or something.
yeah.
I
That's
don't
it is.
understand why it has a 4-speed automatic.
Well, I guess that rolls into part of the conversation about the fact that this car isn't just meant for South Korea, where, again, this is not coming to North America and highly unlikely it would even be under
Mhm.
consideration, but also India. And, the Indian car market is still very much so developing, and cars are very different even to, Chinese vehicles in that kind of respect these days, where you're definitely trying to create something very, very affordable. And as much as people really love how this looks, they'd probably be very unhappy with how it drives and the lack of amenities that we're used to these days in new cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't imagine we haven't seen an interior photo that I'm aware of, but I don't imagine it has power windows or a power moonroof or massaging seats or a
Mm,
digital gauge cluster or, the latest
no.
infotainment screen that takes up half the dashboard. So,
But in a ways, there's something refreshing about that.
yes, 100%.
Yeah. Yes. I totally agree. But yeah, it's a bummer that we really love how this car looks, but at the end of the day, it probably would sell super poorly here in the US. If you've ever seen a Venue, that's already a super, super tiny little car. Off ramp, there's someone getting their driveway report in my neighborhood, and they have a Hyundai Venue, and they've parked their Venue like parallel with like the apron of the driveway, and it fits there perfectly. Like that's how tiny it is. That car, if no one's ever seen one in the wild. But yeah, anyway, it'd probably sell very poorly here, and it's not surprising it's not coming here. And
but maybe they're going to offer it as a Genesis.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, there's 8 SUVs coming, and I bet you this will be marketed as an SUV,
somewhere.
Craig.
Yeah, right. But anyway, a lot to like about the Hyundai Casper SUV. And on the subject of liking things, why don't you like this video and subscribe to the Roadshow News YouTube channel? That way you never miss any of our great videos, whether it's the live show we host every Friday, which hopefully you're watching right now, or any number of the news hits that Sean has been putting out. Great work on those, Sean and Evan, by the way. A lot of great content.